This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Yo, 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 what the fuck is up there, everybody out there on the YouTube source? You go by Papa Tkyo, coming to you live from OG Tokyo, Japan, baby. God, you guys want some like kind of like downtown vibes and shit, you come here, dude. Come to this fucking town, dude. They got plenty of drinking areas, hanging out areas, love hotels. Ooh, you know, they got you covered, man. This is some good boy stuff here. It's not bad boy stuff, it's good boy stuff. Good boy stuff for sure. Love Hotel. I'm gonna go to one of those tomorrow. Yay. But anyway, how's it going, guys? Am I on a road? Is this a road? I don't know if this is a road. Is this a road? This does not seem like a road, but there wasn't anything that said like stop. Okay, I guess I think I went down like a thing that said walking path. But I just kept going. Whatever, I see bicycles. But look at this place. This reminds me of New York, kind of. The nice, like, big-ass fucking bridge and the river and the fucking scenery and stuff. This is amazing. This is beautiful. This is totally not a road. This is totally not a road. Yeah, sorry, guys. I didn't know. I blame... Well, to be fair, this was a road. This like got converted into a road. Oh, see, it is a road. See, I can park. I can go out that way. Okay, I don't know if this is this is a bad way to start a live stream. Okay, I'm just gonna put this here. I'm gonna flash my lights to show that I am in danger. But anyway, how you guys doing? Big shout out to today's sponsor, NordVPN. Boom. You guys need a cheap VPN that's good, reliable, and gives Sam money. Then you go and you sign up for that shit. Promo code down below. And yeah, man, this is like a really nice place. This is like some kind of Roppongi shit right here. Look at that fucking beautiful ass entrance with the flower trees all the way up there. I just thought I was going out of here. I didn't know I was going down a path that leads to a fucking rich Japanese mansion area. Damn. The more you know, right? The more you know. Okay, well, those cars couldn't get down here unless they're going through this path, so haha. Yeah, I guess it is a road. But anyway, yeah, guys, how you doing? NordVPN, and then also big shout out to today's other sponsor, Nakano Shinbashi Guest House. Boom. You guys need a cheap place to stay, someplace that is fun, creative, near Japanese people, and yeah, that you love, then go check it out, man. Fucking links down below. Go fucking sport that shit. This is a beautiful little walkway. God damn. This is a beautiful little fucking walkway. Look at this. It's just got like wood and just like, it even smells like an old Love Hotel area. It's very nice. Not Love Hotel area. It smells like a Sento with like the used wood and shit. But anyway, also big shout out to our Patreon members, the patrons. Boom. Thank you guys for always showing love to the channel. And yeah, for show. Hey, there's Rocco's Pizza again. We basically went in a circle. Yay for circles. No, Cyril, we are gonna make it. Yay for metaphors. Okay, now we're back on the regular street. Yeah, buddy. I don't know where we're going. Well, I mean, we're going home, but I don't know if, I don't know what path we're taking. Like, normally we go over that way, Ikebukuro, and then boom, and then left Nakano, but I don't know, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I just got done eating at Rocco's Pizza. It was very nice. And I guess the question of the day is that what style pizza do you like? There are literally, like, so many fucking styles of pizza out there. Which one do you like? Which one do you not like? Let me know. Personally, I don't mind. Like, you know, there's not a single kind of pizza that I really don't like. I mean, pizza's kind of like sex. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good, you know? If I had a chance, I mean, like, again, it just depends on what you prefer. Like, if you want, like, more of a, just kind of like, you can taste the crust more, You know, and the toppings, New York style pizza is good. If you want just like tons of melty cheese and ragu sauce, Chicago. If you want square bullshit, you get Sicilian. Yeah, but oh man, look at this. It's just like trees and just like calm. It's nice. Trees and calm, dude. Coin laundry. Piero. Clown. Yeah, guys. But yeah, I don't really know what this rant is about today. I just today was a beautiful sunny day. Tomorrow and like the next 6 days, due to the weather report, say it's going to be shitty. So I had other videos that I needed to actually sit down and edit, or I could have done a live stream today, but I didn't want to. Like, I was like, this is a beautiful day. I'm not going to spend it inside. I don't care if it delays work or whatever. I'm going to fucking go outside and I'm going to enjoy my awesome fucking weather. Because the weather, you know, like, the weather is weather, it's good. Or something, I don't know. Something, Ebonics, Lyric. The fuck is that building? It's like some Resident Evil shit right there. It's cool. Resident Evil 2 shit. Ooh. Leon. Yeah, boy. I don't know. Like, I always have all these kind of like backlog topics of shit to talk about. But maybe I'll talk about like bad boy ALT topics. Because ALTs are the English teachers who teach at the public high schools, right? And it's always a fair bunch of lads doing the God's work with their wee little chibis and stuff like that. I think I want to go in this lane. I don't want to go in those tiny little alleyway because it's probably going to lead me to a train station. I want to go over here, lads. Go in there. Oh no, Frederick. Oh, Frederick's dead and you cunts are going to go meet him. Fucking Frederick. No. Yeah, dude. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know. So happy by tonight. You know, this is just such a good fucking weather. I mean, like, we just came out of the fucking, you know, not to timestamp this or anything, but just came out of summer, or like, you know, Japan always, like, winter just starts really, like, it just lingers on for a while, you know? And this is just nice. It's spring, it's warm. You know, you can just finally feel some warm weather. I don't have to put my jacket on. Like, when I got so used to just bringing around an extra vest just because it got cold, you know? It got cold and I just wanted to bring around a vest because, you know, it might be warm during the day, but then it gets cold. But, I don't know. It's so interesting, this stuff, you know? It's so interesting, all this shit that happens around us. Well, I guess that's an extra question for you guys. An extra question is... wait. Oh no, that's a power plant. I was gonna say, if we're by Kita Akabane, which we're not, that's, I remember I had a job with these two Mormon people that collected Pokemon cards, and then they would buy them. They would do a thing called breaking or whatever on stream, where they would open up packs and then send them to people, and yeah, people would pay for them or whatever. And I don't know how that would really be profitable, but yeah, they lived around this area. They were nice enough, except the woman was like super hyper feminist and hated men. Her husband was a cuck. Well, I mean, that's mean. They were both very, very nice until I said that I was a fan of Louis C.K. Yeah, you know somebody's not cool once they say they don't like Louis C.K., you know? They're just racist at that point. But, like, Tkyo Daigaku? This area kind of looks familiar. I wonder if I'm by Itabashi, because technically I am in Itabashi, but Oji goes to, like, I thought that went all the way to Ikebukuro, but I guess I might be in Itabashi. I don't know where I am, but I'm just going for a night ride tonight, you know? This is fun. Just going for one of those night rides. Yeah, having the microphone scrape up against my fucking stomach. That's fun. But anyway, I was going to share stories. Don't worry, we got timestamps for all this shit. So even if people don't want to hear my ramblings, they can just timestamp to the main story. Dude, this guy is fucking tailgating the shit out of me, dude. Fuck off. But yeah, I wanted to talk about like stories of bad English teachers and shit here in Japan that I've seen. Specifically, I had friends that were like HR people at English schools, so I thought I'd share some of the stories that they shared of me about their bad boy or bad girl shines, bad boy or bad girl fucking English teachers that they had. So, you know, I've got a couple that I can share today. Yeah, what is that? Tkyo 大学院 医学部附属病院. Okay. Okay. Still don't know where I am, but okay. I don't know. Once I gotta hit a landmark or something, then I'll get my footing on this place. But yeah, I mean, like that's a funny thing. It's a funny thing, like. You know, I don't want anybody to ever fucking tell me that, like, you know, I have a big, thanks to the foreigners I've met in Japan, I have a big chip on my shoulder when somebody, like, comes up and they're like, well, actually, I have a master's, or I have a PhD, or even if I have a bachelor's, it's like, yeah, so? And it's like, well, yeah, like, I've met so many stupid fucking people that have graduated college here in Japan that are just pieces of shit, you know? And, yeah, you ain't special, you know? You ain't fucking special, so shut the fuck up, you know? And, oh my god, am I in the place? Oh, dude, am I totally in the place? Am I in this place? This looks so familiar. I am totally in Kitakabane, aren't I? Or something. This looks so familiar. Hey, wait, that's my old storage unit. That's my old storage unit. Oh, fuck, I'm in Higashi Jujo. I'm in Jujo. This is where Haruka number 5 lived. Oh, shit. I don't know if she lives here anymore. Man, she could give really good head. Hey, look, Tokyo Drift Garage. Cool. Now I know where I am. Now I've got my footing. Yeah, now I know. Okay. Yeah, so... back that way is north, this is south, so we want to keep going this way. Yeah, I had a girlfriend that lived in this area, and yeah, she moved here because there's a bunch of like this place is a ton of cheap places for college students, you know. Look at that fucking clock. It's all broken. Holy shit. That clock is just broken and dirty. Yeah, this whole area is really ghetto as shit. This is all new, though. I guess this was all newly developed or something. Yeah. Fucking Jujo. Whenever I go by this place, I think of Jinjo from Banjo Kazooie. Jinjo. Yeah, bump. Yeah. But anyway, fucking train. Fuck you, train. You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch, train. You. I remember there was one teacher that I was told about that he had a banjo. And this guy, he had a banjo, take in mind, college graduate, came to Japan with a fucking banjo. And, like, you know, like this company, this English teaching company, they have a curriculum, you know. They want you to teach a certain way, right? And he was just like, fuck that. And he would just come into class every day for all of his classes and just play his banjo. None of the fucking games, none of the worksheets, nothing. It was all just playing banjos, you know? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And so eventually, you know, the school's like, ha, this is funny. But then they're like, oh shit, he's going to do this every time. And this is the thing that I really fucking hated about Interac, you know? I worked at Interac. It's like one of the biggest dispatch companies for ALTs in Japan. And, it's just because they're big doesn't mean they do anything better, right? And they are so fucking racist, dude. Like, they don't care. They will just make you, like, it doesn't matter how good of a teacher you are. If you are not attractive, they will not send you to their best schools. Like, if you are not attractive, or if you are not friends with the person in charge of that area, it's just nepotism up the ass. And I remember fucking when China, the ex-professional wrestler China, came to Japan. She came to Japan to teach English. She was like tired of all this shit. She came to Japan just to be a regular person and teach English. And the fucking guy, I won't say his name, but the guy who was HR at the time, head of HR at that area in Tokyo Interact, he interviewed her. And he knew that he would not give her the job. And he just fucking... God, I hated him for that. He wasn't going to give her the job. He was known to... Because, China did porn. She was in porn. There's no way they're going to hire a porn star. Even though when I got hired, they did hire a porn star, and he got fired. He got fired right after one of the dads, recognized him teaching English at his school in Shinagawa. So this guy, but yeah, I mean, like, they were never going to give China a position, but that fucking HR guy, he abused his power. He's like, well, I'm going to give her the impression that I'm going to hire her, and then she's going to come in and I'm going to talk to her and be like, wow, I always loved you doing wrestling. By the way, I can't give you a job because you did porn, and I care more about my life and my family than helping you. And but thank you for letting me meet you. And then she killed herself like a year later or something. It was so sad. It's just so fucking sad, But I always hated him for that. I always hated him for, like, because he was bragging about it on social media later or afterwards, being like, "Oh yeah, I met China. I couldn't hire her, of course, but I'm like, you fucking piece of shit, dude." Yeah, like, again, like, Interact. It's not just only Interact, but Interact's a big company, and they have such, like, a stringent hiring thing, and it's funny because that company was started originally by Mormons. The Mormon missionaries who came to Japan, that they're like, okay, well, I don't know if they actually came here if, like, they kept being Mormon after that or they stopped, but yeah, it's just dicks, dick move. 122, I want to get on 122. There we go. Yeah, we basically went in a giant fucking loop, baby. That's what we do. Loop it up. Hashtag loop gang. Loop gang in the chat. Hashtag loop gang in the chat. Kuda, please. Can we turn? It looks like they are blocked, so... can I turn here? Wait. This is way too early. This is not Ikebukuro. Racist. Tokyo Guest House. What? Road going this way. Jitensho Osaku. Okay, what? Tokyo Guest House. There's a guest house for Tokyo. What? Who? What? Nakano Shimbashi Guest House? What? Abandoned house? What? High school girls walking in the middle of the road at night? What? Oh, man. Okay, I think I may have gone in a little bit of a detour here. But anyway, I always hated those companies for that, because it's like, I'm a good teacher, man. And I'm not lying when I say that. I'm not trying to boost my ego. I am a good fucking teacher, dude. And it always pissed me off when they would just be like, when all these companies are like, oh yeah, we're better. Like, nah, we want to hire the teachers that are attractive, because, it doesn't matter how bad they are as teachers. As long as they're attractive, the schools will, like, they won't care. And they're never going to admit to that. They're never going to admit that that was their way of choosing, but it totally was, man. It's all nepotism. It's all just like, it's all a bunch of jet rejects who are like, well, okay, now I've got the big dick, And, yeah, they're a bunch of assholes. But, it's so funny. It's Tkyo Sam bitching about ALT practices from 15 years ago. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, can I turn there? No, I can't. But I can cross the crosswalk. Crosswalk time. Doing a little backwards crosswalk time. Just Billie Jean's not my love. Just doing a moonwalk here. There you go. Sister, I am the one. Tee. But the girl. Well, there's the kid is not my son. But yeah, I mean, I remember one of my friends, he got to be HR for Interac right after the 2/11 earthquake happened, because after the 2/11 earthquake happened, all these fucking gaijin were really afraid of getting radiation poisoning from Fukushima, so they decided to just book it. They just didn't want any part of this. They just decided to book it and leave Japan, you know? And they were just like, fuck that, dude. They were like, yep, fuck Japan, I don't care, I'm going home. And including Interac's like management, their staff, everybody, dude. Okay, I don't see anything that says I can't do a U-turn here, so I'm doing a U-turn here. There we go, baby. Cash, baby, what it do? I love those. I love the little street cars. It's so pure. It's so pure. It's like the best Christian streamer ever. But anyway, I like my friend, he was like HR, right? And he was talking about how when he got hired very last minute, and the only reason why is because he already had managing experience beforehand, you know, managing a team or whatever. So they put him in charge of the hiring process for hiring teachers. And one of the teachers that he hired, like, he would just tell me stories about all these rejects, but like Interac had all these contracts. Take in mind, March is right before April. Like, the new school year starts in April, right? So they need people, and they just had a shit ton of contracts that they won from the Board of Educations, and they literally have no staff to fill it. And so they're just hiring all these fucking Westerners as fast as they can, you know? And luckily, myself and my other buddy got in there, and I had already known my friend who worked at HR there. And it's so funny because I got rejected originally from that company, and which is ironic because, like, I didn't know that when a company rejects your thing, they put you on a blacklist. And for all of you guys who don't know, I have to look it up, but there is a law that says that your company can no longer keep your information. Like, that company cannot keep your information, like your resume or whatever. They can put down some notes, but they can't put they can't keep your personal information for more than 6 months, because, like, you know, they're trying to keep you, like, you know, they're keeping you at the gatekeeper, you know. So it's like they do that on purpose just to not let you in. But let's say that the guy who was in charge of hiring was just a fucking prick, you know, like, he knows that you fucked his sister or something, and he's all pissed off, so he doesn't want to hire you, despite your awesome references and teaching record, you know? So what this does is it makes it so they have to delete your stuff. Like, after they're going to give you a fucking job, after they give you a job, they're just like, or after they, like, you know, they give you an interview and they like you. This happened to me at a couple of different companies where, like, I had gone in and I'd done a decent interview, and for whatever reason they didn't hire me. And then I go and I interview at another branch, and they're about to fucking fully hire me, and then they're like, nope, we're not gonna hire that guy. And I'm guessing it was like, you know, this is another reason, guys, why you've got to do, like, you know, you've got to learn Japanese as quick as possible, because Japanese people, for the most part, they're petty just like everybody else, but they're not petty like other fucking gaijin, you know? Like, if you imagine, like, think about another gaijin who it's like, they want to hire people that are similar to them. So if there's some loser that's been in the same fucking job for 10 years with no promotions, no salary raises, and then it's like, oh, I've traveled the world or whatever, or like they see like another guy that's just like them, who's a loser, who kept that shit, they're gonna hire him over you any day. And now I know where we're going. We're going to Ikebukuro. Yay! That was a fun little drivey drive. But yeah, anyway, so I don't know, just nepotism's a bitch, right? But eventually I got hired. But, like, my friend was telling me, he's like, yeah, dude, I had to hire drunk people. And I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, this guy literally came in of a Chuhai can and he was drunk and he was drinking it during that. And I'm like, so you obviously didn't hire him, right? He's like, no, dude, the guy next to me was like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Like, and my friend was like, why? And it's like, dude, doesn't speak any Japanese. He's a white guy, tall, slender, good looking. Let's just hire him. Now, I'm hoping that, I think Interact is really desperate for people now, because they're, you know, like I see their advertisements all the time on Facebook and YouTube, and they look like they're desperate for people. I think the salary has gone down quite a bit since my days. But to be fair, when I worked with them, my salary wasn't that high to begin with, you know? It wasn't until I actually like worked for a Board of Education directly that my salary got up even a little bit. So, yeah. But it is just ironic seeing their advertisements being like, please just fucking come and work for us, please. Like, you know, they're trying, like, and then their like shit got leaked where it's like, hey man, you better not like call in sick because the autistic Japanese kids will be sad. Yeah, like apparently like one of their workers like leaked a video of theirs of like of these Japanese teachers being like, yes, it's basically just saying stop being a drunk asshole and calling in sick when you're hungover, you piece of shit. And you know, it's funny because like if Interact really wanted people to I know why companies do this. I mean, there's always the good reason and the real reason why, you know? And there's so many, you know, I don't understand why companies never give people their job in the same location. They always purposely send people far away. Like, especially if it's a teaching job. They're like, oh, you live here? Well, let's give you an hour commute. And it's like, well, there's a school right next to there. Yeah, well, we don't need people for that. What are you talking about? You renew contracts every year. That means that new people are there every year. Yeah, but the schools, if they want a teacher, will keep them. And it's like, yeah, but you don't get paid. You don't get, like, your company doesn't get new contracts for teachers based on good performances. They get it based on the bidding that you guys do, the bidding wars of all these fucking Board of Educations. Like, a teacher could be jerking off and slapping kids, and it wouldn't matter because you guys win the contracts by the bidding wars. And they're just like, well, shut up. Okay. Oh, by the way, we're in Ikebukuro. Hello, Ikebukuro. I want to touch your pee-pee. God, to imagine, like, we spent all day, like, we woke up late, and we went to go do some Saitama stuff, and then we're back here. We're like, you know, we went to Oji, went to Rocco's Pizza, and now we're back here through Bukuro. We're gonna have to go through Bukuro, and maybe I can stop by my uncle's place and say hi. No, but I'm gonna go see him tomorrow, so don't really need to see him. It sucks being on a motorcycle, not being able to drink a beer. I'm really into beer lately. I like beer. Beer's good. Beer understands me. Yeah, you know, anyway, it's just like, I think it's funny and ironic that it's just like, you know, you come to Asia where, of course, like, you think that, like, you already know everything's superficial here. Like, all they care about is, like, you know, where you're from, where your parents are from, how much money does your family have, what's your working history, what's your academic history, what is your fucking, you know, like, what were your test scores? You know, they never ask any important things like, what do you want to be? Or, like, you know, like, well, I mean, now they do for, like, certain jobs or whatever. They ask the personality questions. But, yeah, you know, it's just, yeah, man. Just, yeah. But, anyway, I just find it funny that, oh, yeah, that's the sushi roll, by the way. There's the sushi roll with the video that went viral. Oh, it's so funny. So funny. I haven't been in there since I did that video, by the way. There it is, Ikebukuro by the Saber Group. Hell yeah. But I mean, like, you know, I always find it ironic when people come to Asia and then they complain about, like, Asia being superficial or, like, you know, whatever. Like, you know, Asia doing Asia pretty much. It's like, you know, in the West we grow up being like, hey man, you're more than just a label. You're more than what's just written on paper. You're a person. But then it's just like, yeah, but they don't think that like that in Asia, you know? And it's like, then they come to Asia and they're like, why aren't you thinking like America or something, you know? And I was like, yeah, dude, you missed the memo. It's not like that, you know? So, but anyway, like, I mean, that's why I'm always trying to kind of roll the punches kind of thing here. Like, they don't give a shit. Okay, yeah, cool, you know, just rolling down a river, but, I mean, like, so when, like, all these English companies, they don't really care. They just need to fill bodies desperately, really quickly. And they're like, maybe he's just drinking and having a bad day today. We give him a week to clean up, and, you know, I bet he'll feel really bad about bringing that Chu-Hai can there and stuff. And all this shit. Well, it'll be good. And I'm like, no. Like, why would you hire somebody who brought a Chu-Hai can? Fucking moron. But, Dad, Spaghetti, what are you doing, Spaghetti? How dare you? How dare you slow down? Remember the rants when Spaghetti used to talk? Oh, that was fun. He would just honk and talk about 9/11. Oh, Spaghetti, you were a good boy. He was a good boy doing good boy stuff. Yeah, it's just interesting. It's interesting. I remember there was one teacher who, he was Australian, and he liked to smoke, and Interac had put him in a 4-person apartment, like a 4-person like apartment building, so like 4 units, and it was in the countryside, I think, and he was an Australian guy, and he liked to smoke, right? And so one night, his apartment building caught on fire, and the apartment building burnt down. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but this guy was kind of like, he was known by his friends, and, like, you know, people that knew him knew that he would drink and smoke and then pass out, and so, like, you know, pass out with his cigarette kind of thing. And so, like, the guy obviously passed out with a cigarette in his hand, and he burnt down the apartment. And the way that they confirmed this, well, I mean, they didn't ever confirm it, but, like, you know, you judge somebody by their actions, right? And so this fucking guy, dude, he, you know, he fled. He was Australian. And they're like, well, there's going to be a formal investigation, and we'll get down to the bottom of it. And the guy just he just, like, booked it out of there. Like, he just went back to his country, and, like, Interact's like, wait, what the fuck? You know, dude. And, yeah, so they had to rehouse, like, 4 people, or, like, 3 other people and shit. And I don't know. That was just funny. Like, that happened. There was another teacher where, this was actually not from Interact, but this is from a story from a guy who I know who wrote a book called Sensational, one of my ex-coworkers. He wrote a book called Sensational where this woman, she had gotten drunk. Like, he had basically just gone to these bars, and he just interviewed English teachers at these different bars, you know. And this one woman, she got so drunk that when she came home, she just, like, you know, like, her key wasn't working, but the door was already open. So she went in, and she's like, she was just so drunk she passed out in the living room. And then when she woke up, this, like, family was there, and they're like, dude, are you okay? And she's like, oh my God. And she's like, what? And she just ran out of there. It turns out that she was living in the apartment above there, and she went to the wrong floor apartment. And yeah, she just passed out in somebody's house, you know. And there was another guy called James, but he was working at Nova, and he was with this chick. Like, you know, this was back at Nova when people could select their English teachers. I don't think they can do it now, but it used to be like you can select your English teacher, kind of like a host club, and it didn't matter about the whatever, right? And I think they changed that system after that woman in Chiba died, that Australian woman who got strangled by that Japanese guy. Yeah, I think they changed it after that happened. And yeah, and he got away. He got away for like a couple of years, and then finally they caught him. But yeah, dude, they fucking anyway, they they used to have a thing where it's like you can choose your English teacher, and there was this guy named James, like, good, tall, you know, like, he had one of those, like, he shaved, or not shaved, but he had, like, buzz cuts. Like, he had the buzz sides and, like, the wavy hair. Before it was cool. Before it was, like, everybody had that. He had that. And, you know, he had, like, the subtly, you know, slightly shaved, subtle, or what is it, like stubble, you know. And yeah, anyway, he was a good-looking guy, and he had this chick named Kimiko that was like, she was one of his students, and you know, like back then they didn't really have that many rules about this, so he ended up going drinking with this chick, and you know, like back then, like it's okay to go drinking with your English teacher and stuff. They didn't have any rules about socializing outside. And anyway, the dude ended up he ended up going drinking with like a couple people, not just her. But you know, they hung out or whatever, and I guess after the party, she had stalked him to his apartment, so she knew where he lived. And so one day when he came back to his apartment, he like, you know, he lived on the second floor, and he always kept because it was like, you know, I don't know why, I think he had an air conditioner, but he just always kept the apartment, like, what is it, the balcony door open, because he's like, no one's gonna climb up there or whatever, you know. And anyway, he so he comes back home one day, and Kimiko's there, and she's just sitting there, like on his sofa, and like you know, she's just sitting there. She climbed through the balcony, and she's just sitting there, and she's just like, yeah, like she was supposed to be there. And it's like, so James, what did you do? You call the cops? You tell her to get out of there? And he's just like, pause. He's just being quiet. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, you fucked her, didn't you? And he's like, I totally fucked her, dude. That was so hot. I'm just like, what do you mean that is so hot? Yeah, dude, I mean, she was so into me that she broke the law to be with me. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's not, I don't think that's good, man. That's you know, this is some bad juju right there. And he's like, nah, dude. Nah, man, yeah, man. And no, dude, it's hot. And I think he actually ended up marrying Kimiko. I think they got like 2 kids now. So I guess love prevails or something. But I just love it how it's like a normal guy would be like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, get a, you know, gotta go find out where I park my car. And then she's, but no, he's just like, yeah, dude, I had to have sex with her. I mean, there's like a woman in my apartment, right? I just have to have sex with her. And I'm like, oh, I can't argue with that logic, you know. She was there. She was fairly attractive. And I had to have sex with her. And I'm like, well, there you go. I think that's one thing that, like, a lot of people, like, you know, like, it's so funny. People think they're going to come here and they're going to be like a Casanova with chicks. But the thing is like, chicks can, it doesn't matter what their nationality is, chicks can smell desperate feelings, you know, desperate shit. Desperateness. Oh, look at the beautiful skyline of Tokyo. Oh, I love this road. I love how it goes up and down, up and down. I've gone down this road probably thousands of years ago, before Sigourney Weaver as we knew her today. There was Santa Ape of Claus, where he defecated on the toys and hurled them at the predators. Yeah, buddy. So, yeah, but anyway, I just, I don't know. I find it funny that it's just like, you know, these dudes, they want to come to Japan and they're like, I want to fuck chicks. I'm going to fuck chicks. I want to fuck chicks. I want to fuck two, fuck four. You know, it's like, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I had a subscriber named Jason who was, he was like a big fan of mine for a while, man. He made me fan art. He was on Patreon, but the poor boy had never gotten laid. And he was this like young African boy with tons of testosterone and semen, and just like, you know, he needed to expel the semen. And I'm like, yeah, dude, well, you know, he just, and I'm like, yeah, that guy, like, I would have advised to go to a hooker if he needed that, but that was, nah, he needed like a lot of sex, like a lot. Like, he's trying to make up for time, you know. He's like, he's just like, I got out of jail, I need to make up for all this time, gotta bang all the chicks. And yeah, you know, but he's I don't know, it's just funny how it's like, you know, you can come here and there are like, people are more open to talk to you, but the thing is like, if you're just like, unless you're naturally attractive, which sucks, because, you know, you know, like that's such a cop out, right? Like if you're naturally attractive, people will just want to fuck you. And I know this because I used my friend's little brother's account. He's a gymnast, and I used his account to fucking to make a fake Tinder profile one time. Okay, what time is it? It's 9. It's 8:30. Okay, 8:30, baby. There we go. 8:30. Baba Ganoush. But I made a fake Tinder profile. I made a whole rant about it. You can just go into my rants playlist and look it up. But I made a whole rant about how it's like, about how I made a fake Tinder profile. But yeah, man, I mean, people are superficial, dude. Like I was an asshole in those fucking Tinder messages. I was like, look, I don't want a relationship. I just want to fuck. You know, if you're not down for that, then like I gotta call. And these girls would be like, yeah, I'm totally down for that. And I know that's like a dick move for me to do, but it was a great experiment in the whole fucking sphere of human psychology and how you're supposed to deal with the mentally unstable. There you go. So yeah, I don't know. I just but yeah, I learned like women are just as superficial when it comes to guys. It's just they like different shit, but they're equally, you know, if not more superficial. So it's like, well, how do I make myself look better? I'm like, well, look fresh, man. Dress fresh. You know, dress fresh. Act like you got an agenda. Have fun. You know, got some flashy money to fucking flash around, all that shit, you know. You do what you gotta do, bro. You do what you gotta do. But anyway, this has been a fun rant. I made like 3 of these today, and my ass doesn't even hurt. Yeah, next time I go on a long fucking bike ride, like I've learned my lesson. Like, you know, I'm gonna fucking wear, like, you know, I'm gonna have like a towel underneath here so my ass doesn't get too fucking sore from just sitting on all this tape and dirty asphalt. Excusez-moi, mon ami. Yeah, I gotta learn a bunch of shit. But it is funny how we started this rant at the north, well, pretty much like mid-north area of Tokyo, and now we're in the midwestern area of Tokyo. So, you know, this whole time, and that's just because I went in a big loop, you know. But that was fun. Like, we needed to get out. We needed to go do this stuff. We needed to just go and have a good fucking time. And it's so funny when I think back, you know, it's like just thinking like 2 years ago or whatever, right? Like, my routine, like, I was so addicted to McDonald's. Like, I would come up this street, I would go to the vending machine, get 2 cans of Pepsi, and fucking just chug that, like, you know, get those. I'd go to McDonald's, even if it was raining, even if I felt bad. I'd go to McDonald's, I get like like 2 large meals, and then a chicken sandwich and chicken nuggets. And I would just go to town and just, like, God, I mean, it's funnier because I'm fatter than I was before that. But like, God, just thinking about all the soda I had, that's like almost like 2 liters a day of fucking soda, dude. Like, fuck my life, man. That's like tough. And then on top of that, just like all that fucking grease and shit. And it's so funny, like, I haven't had McDonald's in like over a year and a half now, and it's just like, it's so funny how people are like, you know, when I was talking to Luke, and he's like, yeah, man, like, I don't know, what about it, but just after I eat McDonald's, I feel like shit. And I'm like, I'm like so happy I don't have that feeling. I haven't had that feeling of just like, oh my God, I feel like shit after eating this junk food in such a long time. So, look out, boy. Oh, fuck. Spaghetti was in the high gear. He was in the high gear of the Highlands of Scotland, doing the good spaghetti boy stuff. But, yeah, man, it's so funny to think that I've been doing these rants for like over 5 years now or something. I'm flattered that you guys like them so much. And I'm flattered that you guys continue to watch them after all this time. I mean, it's so funny because, like, one of the guys that I'm inspired by to do these rants is called M13, and he never really had like an official label for his videos, but like most of his videos just like he's on a scooter or a motorcycle, and he's riding around town. He's just riding around town on his motorcycle for like 10 or 15 minutes. He does like he talks about something, you know? That's all he does. And, you know, and like, but for me, I'm like, I named the shit Tkyorants. I like the thumbnails have a distinct style to them. And, you know, it's just, but I mean, to be fair, I think I could have marketed these a little bit better, but I don't mind, you know? It's not a big deal. Like, this has always been, like, even now, it's just a side project. Like, I've gone through different parts of this, like, you know, where you know, I'm either fucking, like, we did subtitles for Spaghetti when he honked. We would reference different clips or whatever when we were, like, talking about shit. When Andy was editing, we would do, like, a lot of inside jokes and shit. And, you know, it was fun. It was fun. It's good stuff, you know? Whew. But, hey. That's right, 4 taxis in a row. 5, holy shit. It's a taxi gangbang tonight, baby. Oh, 6. Dude, they're doing triple anal, quadruple anal. Super infinite anal, dude. These guys are just not letting up on the anal. Look at these guys not giving a fuck. He's like, hello, kids. I'm a Christopher Taxi, and I play video games. I don't know. It's funny how these rants have changed over the years, but I still love making them, you know? They're still fun. It makes me feel good to go out and just talk about something and vent and just go for a bike ride. You know, enjoy my shit, etc., etc., you know? It's nice. It's fun. But anyway, guys, with that being said, I don't think we got anything else to talk about. So, do me a favor. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Hit that subscribe bell and subscribe button to get notified when another video comes out. And I will talk to you later. Okay, there we go. Neutral. Here, let's see. Hold on a second. Okay, good. Just wanted to see if it lit up. But yeah, guys. And secret comment of the day is guy on the street. Let's say guy on the street as the secret comment of today. And anyway, guys, had a good time. Good thing tonight. And yeah, make sure to check out the other rants on the playlist afterwards. It's already 8. It's already like almost 9. I gotta be quiet. But thanks so much for the love, guys. I'll talk to you later. Stay black. Peace.